probably heard a lot of people say, like, well, be careful with weightlifting, you're gonna hurt yourself, or, well, lifting such heavy weights like heavy deadlifts are really dangerous for your back. You hear all sorts of things. And I was just thinking about how funny it is. I hear them too. And I was thinking, have I ever injured myself from bodybuilding or weightlifting, whatever you want to say? No, I have never injured myself from this, just from everything else in life. I have gotten injuries from wrestling, injuries from car crashes, injuries from a lot of things. But I have never been injured from wrestling. I have been injured from stretching. I still have a partial pec tear from stretching in a doorway. I really should just not work out chest for a long time. Like, I'm not saying completely don't work it out, but with extremely light weights. I tried that for 6 months last year, and then I went back up to benching 3 plates. Sadly, it wasn't enough. And now it's starting to cause other muscles to spasm and tighten up, and more of the chest is hurting. And then the other day, I was in a hospital for medical school, and I was being the demonstration person for lung examination, and it came time to turn around, and the woman put put the stethoscope on my back. And then she goes, "Oh, and see, he has scoliosis." No, I don't. But when she said that, and she said, "There's a bulge to the right side," keep in mind, I can't see my own back. I guess I could set up special mirrors to look at it. But like, even if I just turn around, look in the mirror, have a mirror in front of me, mirror behind me, it's pretty hard to see it good enough to notice a bulging vertebrae. But I've had pain in my back on the right side on and off for about a year now. I get it from wrestling. Luckily, last year it went away. I got it again like 5-6 weeks ago. Yeah. Not from weightlifting. In fact, I can deadlift 400 pounds and it doesn't hurt it. I know that's not a very big deadlift, but I'm not a deadlifter. Didn't do it much in my life, but I'm sure 5-10 years from now, I'll be deadlifting a lot more. I'm not really focused on going heavier or whatever. But yeah, my deadlift is not my strong suit. I can bench 350 pounds. I can only deadlift 420 pounds, but I've never done 1 rep max on deadlift, so who knows. So yeah, I have torn my chest stretching in a doorway. I have messed up my back from car accidents. I have torn multiple tendons and ligaments wrestling when I was younger. I have done other things that cracked lots of my bones, partially tore lots of ligaments and tendons. I am not sure, but I think I broke my foot when I was a kid in gymnastics. I got caught in a springboard. Of course, I walked it off because that's how I am. I've dislocated my shoulders. One thing I've done from bodybuilding and weightlifting, I have dislocated my shoulders. Luckily, not horrible dislocations. And my wrists. But they are good. Yeah. That was not a really big deal. Like, yeah, it was annoying, but compared to a out-of-place vertebra or other back problems or neck problems or torn ligaments or torn chests, getting dislocated shoulders and wrists is not that bad. So it's ironic. But it's really not ironic because working out in the gym should be a very controlled, safe thing. Of course, you want to push hard. I've pushed very hard in my life. I don't push so hard anymore. In fact, I lift about the same amount of weight as I lifted when I was 16 years old. It bugs me sometimes, but then I'm like, I'm putting a lot less strain on my body than I was back then. I'm still growing from it, so that's good. I don't really need to get that much stronger. It might help me at some point in life, but I think I'm strong enough. I'm not saying I'm not going to try to get stronger, but very slowly, because I've got enough damage already. I'm going to make another video where I talk about something. I'll mention it quickly here, but I'm going to make a separate video for people who want to just click on that short video. That basically any sport you do, you're going to screw up your body. I know there's going to be people out there that go, that's not true, sports are healthy. I'm not saying they're not healthy. I'm not saying they're not great for you. I'm not saying you shouldn't play sports. But do I know, like, anybody who has taken some sort of sport or activity seriously and gotten away unscathed? I don't. I'm sure somebody has. I'm sure there are lots of people. But whether someone rides bikes, whether they swim, whether they play tennis, whether they wrestle, everybody has either gotten injured, that's not what I'm talking about, or has chronic damage. For example, a friend of mine, he rode bikes, like BMX type stuff a lot when he was younger. His back is screwed up. It hurts. Luckily, my injuries that I've gotten from sports have healed pretty well. We'll have to see how my back and also neck do from this last year of wrestling. Hopefully this out-of-place vertebrae will get back in place and stay in place. Hopefully it's not my first lifelong thing from sports, but I was injured for 4 years before, tearing lots of stuff in my shoulder and arm, plus nerve damage, but that was from a doctor. So yeah, I'll make a quick short video on that. Hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos. It costs you nothing to subscribe, but it can help me out someday.